Even a man who is pure in heart and says his prayer by night may become a wolf when the wolfbane blooms and the moon is full and bright. The movie is Wolfman from 1941, made by Universal Pictures, written by Kurt Siodmak and directed by George Wagner. It stars Lon Chaney Jr. as Larry Talbot / the Wolfman. It starts with Larry returning to his home in Wales. He is greeted by his father, Sir John Talbot. The reunion is awkward and strained, hitting at years of emotional distance. It frames Larry as a man trying to rebuild his life, and positions family tension at the center of the drama. Larry wanders into town and meets Gwen Conlife in her antique shop. Their flirtation is light and charming, until Larry buys the silver-handled wolf-headed cane. This object becomes the symbolic heart of the film, and both the instrument of defense and ultimately the weapon of tragedy. Larry convinces Gwen to join him for a walk, though her friend Jenny tags along. From here, the movie shifts from romance to gothic tension. As they decided to visit the gypsies, and Jenny's reading of her palm foreshadows doom. In here, the gypsy Bella, played by Bela Lugosi, foresees that something supernatural is lurking on Jenny. Jenny is attacked by a wolf, and Larry rushes to help. Using the cane, he kills the creature, but he is bitten in the process. The moment is filmed with quick shadows and frantic motion, keeping the monster mostly unseen. The bite marks the beginning of Larry's curse, making it the most defining scene in the story. The next scene reveals that the so-called wolf Larry killed is actually Bella, the local gypsy. His mother, Maliva, now becomes a key figure, warning Larry that he now bears the werewolf curse. Larry begins to question his sanity, and then comes the iconic first transformation. We watch Larry turn from troubled man to a tortured monster. This scene locks the film firmly into tragedy, showing that his fate is unstoppable. Larry, now fully transformed, prowls the misty forest into his first rampage. The violence is more implied than it is shown, but the fear is real. In the next morning, Larry tries to tell Gwen and even his father about what is happening to him, but they dismiss him, explaining everything away through logic, trauma, or coincidence. This disbelief is a key emotional beat, and it isolates Larry and seals his sense of doom. They go to the church. Larry's anxiety grows as people start noticing him. He flees and transforms again and attacks once more. The townspeople begin hunting the creature. Unlike other monster movies, here the monster and the victim are the same. Gwen searches for Larry. Eventually, he attacks her in his transformed state. Sir John Talbot arrives and kills the creature with the silver-headed cane. Only after death does Larry return to his human form, revealing the truth too late. Then shows Gwen crying over Larry and Sir John realizing what he has done. It's a sorrowful ending that cements the film as a tragedy, not just another monster movie. Scene by scene, the Wolfman builds a portrait of a man consumed by forces he cannot control. It's a massive mark on the pop culture. It codified many of the rules we now associate with werewolf movies. The bite that spreads the curse, the full moon transformation, the vulnerable, tormented protagonist, and the idea of a monster controlled by forces beyond their will.